The secret to making perfect decisions. This discourse will not be understood by the man of common thinking, nor should it. For this discourse is not for such a man. It is for the man who seeks the truth about things. Let us not waste time. Let us go straight to the truth. What is the truth about making perfect decisions? The truth is that if one relies upon thought to make a decision, his decision will be imperfect. This is a loaded statement. Let us unpack it. What does it mean to say that the decision will be imperfect? It means that the decision will be the product of hope and fear. What does it mean to say that an imperfect decision will be the product of hope and fear? It means that the decision will be made in search of one thing while trying to avoid another thing. It will be reactive. It will be based upon pleasure on one hand and aversion on the other. Such decision is imperfect. It cannot be based upon the true course of action. It is tainted. It is impure. Returning to the loaded statement, what does it mean to say that if one relies upon thought to make a decision? After all, isn't thinking required in order to make a decision? If thinking is employed to make a decision, the mind will create an impure decision. The nature of impurity is that which has just been described. If one does not think, from where will the decision arise? If one seeks pure decision, if one seeks a pure decision, if one seeks a perfect decision, he will not do as the word prescribes. Mental models, techniques, hacks, and methods. For such things do not create perfect decisions. They create intellectual decisions. Intellectual decisions are created by the mind. And the mind is full of impurities of the ego, of hope, fear, gain, loss, aversion, and so on. The way to arrive at a perfect decision is not through mental models. The way to arrive at a perfect decision is not by way of deliberation. The way to arrive at a perfect decision is not by putting one's thinking cap. It is arrived at by taking it off. The way to arrive at a perfect decision is by turning off thinking. Naturally, one will wonder how perfect decision can possibly arise if he turns off the very mechanism that is believed to give birth to decisions. I will tell you. When thinking is turned off, interference is turned off. When thinking is turned off, the mind is turned off. When the mind is turned off, hope and fear and all impurities are turned off. It is precisely this place of quiet and purity that is ready to receive the pure and perfect decision. This perfect decision may arise as a feeling, and it may even arise as a thought, but it does not arise from thought. The wheels stop spinning like tires in mud. The mind no longer spins in circles. Confusion disappears. And when the perfect decision arises, as if out of nowhere, the person may or may not be able to explain why. But deep in his bones, by way of an insight, he cannot quite articulate. He knows it. He knows it is the truth. And this truth is perfect.